Hey guys, it's Mark from WP Mayor, and today I'm here to talk to you about Ultimate Profile Builder by CMSHelpLive. Now, as you know, WordPress has a default profile system. This works with a set of roles, and each role has a particular set of capabilities. So a super admin can change absolutely everything on the website, while a subscriber can only view it. Now, this default profile system is rather weak, and the point of Ultimate Profile Builder Pro is to solve this problem, especially for WordPress sites that are user-based. It does this by providing an advanced profile system with a better design, better features, and more ease of use than that of the default system and of the competing plugins. Now, Ultimate Profile Builder has two versions. There's a free version that's available for download from the WordPress plugin repository, and the Pro version that can be purchased from their site. I've put links to both in the description. The only differences between the two are the extra features available only in the Pro version. Now, rather than list all the features myself, you can check out the link below that also shows the feature comparison between the two. Now, just to mention the main features of Ultimate Profile Builder, it allows you, the site owner, to define custom user roles with any names you wish. In my case today, I'll be showing you how I created user roles for a sports club. These are the president, the secretary, the member, the player, and the fan. They can be anything you want them to be, as long as the characters are limited to letters and numbers. It also lets your users register on the site and even upload their own profile pictures. You can even add custom fields that are specific to only certain user roles of your choice. The profile view on your site will show the image thumbnail, profile snippets, as well as user post contributions. And you can even display member profiles in either a list or a box view. The good thing is that all this user activity, including logging in and editing, takes place on your WordPress site's front end. This means your users won't need to go anywhere near your dashboard area. So let's get going with how the plugin works. Today I'll be testing it out on my local host, and the first thing you should do obviously is go to your plugin section, add new, get the plugin in and activate it, and you'll find this Ultimate Profile Builder in the sidebar. Once you open it, you're taken straight to the shortcodes tab. Here you have a basic introduction to what the plugin does, and you have all the shortcodes that you could add for different reasons. You have for a login form, for a default registration form, to view a list of all users on the site. Whatever you need, you can add with these shortcodes. Now, for UPB account, for example, you can add a registration form specific to a user role or group. So in other words, if you create a role called, like I did, president, I can do UPB account role equals president. Moving on to the personalization. From here, you can select any color scheme from this choice, and you can also add custom text for the registration page. In my case, I just put a simple message, and then you have an email welcome subject and email welcome message. When someone new registers, they will receive an email, and you can set the subject and message as you wish. Next up is the admin bar. Here you have the role and you can toggle the visibility of those roles. You have visibility where you have profile field and the visibility of the profile field. You have the username, nickname, email, website, AIM, Yahoo IM, and more. And you have the third-party plugin integration where you can choose the visibility and toggle on or off the same way. Finally, you have the options tab. From here you have the general settings. You have auto-generated password, where the password will automatically be generated for the new users. Show black and white profile image. The maximum number of profiles on a single page. We will see how that applies later. The default profile list view, which I mentioned before, either box or list view. The number of columns in the box view. And whether you enable or disable Facebook login. Okay, so let's get to actually using the plugin now. The first thing we'll do is to add a user role. As I mentioned earlier, I've already added the president, the secretary, member, and the player, and all I have left is to add the fan. You name it whatever you want, and you set the permission level, which in my case is going to be simply a subscriber, because I only want my fans to view it. Once it's successfully created, you get the options to add another role or add a custom field. In our case, we're going to move on to the manage user roles first. Here you will be able to see the default roles from WordPress: admin, editor, author, contributor, and subscriber, and the ones we've added: the president, secretary, member, player, and fan. If you click on the red button on the side, it will delete the ones you want. Moving on to the custom fields. Here I already have two: date of birth and email address. By selecting the user roles up here, you'll be able to see which custom fields apply to which roles. As you can see, I'm not using administrator, so there are no custom fields. But if I move to president, we have both date of birth and email address. Move to player, for example, you have date of birth. So let's see what it's like to add one of these. If we hit add, you select the type of field that you want. Let's say we're going to put in a text area. The user roles you're going to assign it to. Let's say we assign it to the fan. And the label, I don't know, let's call it your favorite player. You can add a CSS class attribute, the maximum length, which will set at, I don't know, 30 characters. Columns, rows, description, you can add as you want. We can do it as required. Is read only? No, because I want them to use this. Show registration form, put it public, and put it as the third option. Let's save that, and it will show up in our custom fields. And now that we've set it up, let's see what it actually looks like on the front end. So if we go to the front end of our site, we'll have a simple sample page, and here we can see 4 pages: UPB login page, UPB member page, profile page, and registration page. Now these are set up using the shortcodes. So if you go to the pages, let's say we go to our login page, and you see the shortcode UPB_AUTH for the author, and the same thing for the other pages. For example, member page has UPB profile list. So let's start with, I don't know, the registration page. Now, since I'm already logged in as the administrator, I'm going to log out and create a new user. Let's call it Liam, with an email address of liam@mail.com. Set a password, confirm that password, and fill in the CAPTCHA and register. Registration is successful, and you can check your email for the password, and the email would be as we set it earlier. And you can also go to forgot password to change it. Let's log in. We are going to log in with Liam, our username, and the password we entered. And that's it. We have logged in. We could have done the same from the login page right here. Now if we go to our profile page, you'll see our profile. Profile completed 33% using the crimson color, which we set earlier as well. You have the nickname, which is set as Liam, our email address, and our website. Now let's say we want to add an avatar or edit anything with our profile. So we hit edit, we get this page right here. We have our username, our email, we can change our password, we can set a first name, let's say Liam again, last name, let's set it to Ross, the nickname that appears, website, I don't know, let's say he has a website called www.liamross.com. Can set your AIM, Yahoo IM, Jabber, Google Talk. Let's say put a picture. I'm gonna put a picture of myself here. And you can add an about me section. You just write something. And you can save it. Now we can go back to the profile, go back to the site. Let's go back to the site. And you can see Liam Ross, profile is completed 100%. We have our profile image, our nickname, our email, our website, and then about me section saying, hi, I'm Liam. If we go to our member page, we'll be able to see that profile as well as every other profile I've created so far. I've just created random ones. Here you have John Doe. We go to page 2. This is, as you can see, with the box view with 2 on each page. We have local, the one I use for the local host, Lucy, and let's say Mike Smith. Now if we go to local, to see, this is the president, which is the admin on the page. And you can see local's posts as well. He's the only one who has a post. Local's posts are basically the sample page we have here. And that pretty much sums up the whole plugin. Now the plugin, as I said, comes in a free or a pro version. The pro version, as you can see here, is available for $49.95. And in conclusion, so far the plugin has some mixed reviews from the few reviews that there actually are. Since it's still in its early stages and continuously being developed further, this is something that's expected. Minor bugs will always be found with new plugins, but the developers seem to be working well and working hard to fix them all, and fast. That always bodes well for the future of a plugin, and Ultimate Profile Builder's future looks good. The plugin works well, it looks great, it's easy to use, and it's quick to set up. The features on offer certainly give you more freedom and capabilities when it comes to user profiles, rather than using just the default WordPress system. And overall, I think it's definitely worth a go, at least with the free version. Thank you very much for listening.